Today, boys and girls, we will be drafting an opinion writing piece. You have heard the author of The Wind in the Willows use a lot of literary tools and things to express his story about imagined characters. So let's review what we know about theme. The theme of a story is the message or lesson or moral the author wants you to learn. So, in our read aloud, The Wind in the Willows, we have talked about several things. We have focused on several things. Who can remember what things we have talked about? That is correct. We have discussed friendship, loyalty, hospitality, responsibility, and irresponsibility. So here is the anchor chart that we use to show the theme hospitality. And at the very bottom are our most recent examples of hospitality. But first, let's talk about what it means to show hospitality. It is the friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, visitors, or strangers. So here are two examples. Rat and Mole welcomed the field mice into their house to get warm near the fire. And Rat and Mole prepared ginger beer, which is the same as root beer, and they shared it with the visitors. Remember that the various characters in our stories have demonstrated these things through their dialogue and their action. And we know dialogue is what their conversation, and their actions is how they respond and the things that they do or the way that they behave. So in order to write an opinion piece, we must understand what it means to have an opinion or what an opinion is. An opinion is a thought or a belief about something or someone. Well, here I wrote an example of my opinion. And I said Johnston Elementary is the best school in Aldine. And that is my opinion because that's my belief. So when you are sharing your belief about something, that is an opinion. Now you are going to write an opinion paragraph based on the characters and themes in The Wind and the Willows. You will be using a graphic organizer that is titled Planning an Opinion Paragraph. So before we go over your 10.4 activity sheet, let's look at my mini example one. So here is my example. And because we're planning it out today, we're using our graphic organizer to plan it and draft. So this is just me starting to plan. So this is what it will look like. Of course, your web has way more legs than mine. So in the center of your circle, you're going to write down the theme that you're going to write about and the character. So my theme, again, because we focused last time on hospitality, so I'm going to stay with hospitality, and the character that I am going to write about is Toad. Now, of course, you can do the theme hospitality, but you may say, I want to write about Badger's hospitality. So you can always choose a different character. So here are two examples of how Toad showed hospitality. He invited others to join the caravan, and he offered dinner to the others. So don't forget, your examples that will be on your web, on your legs, have to show this character representing this theme. So now let's take a look at your graphic organizer. So you have the same oval in the center. You're going to write your theme, and then you're going to write the character that you'll be writing your opinions about. And then you're going to find as many examples as you can to support it. So here are the directions again for your activity. In the writing process, you know we have 5 steps. We plan, we draft, we edit, we revise, and we publish. Today we're going to plan using the graphic organizer and start our draft. You will need to write at least 3 examples to support your opinion. And we're going to look at that in a minute. These can be a narration or it can be based on dialogue. Oh, I'm sorry, I spelled examples wrong. If you cannot find at least 3 examples from the text, you probably should pick another theme or choose another character. Remember, we need to have at least 3 examples. If I'm struggling to get 3, maybe I need to think about another theme or another character to use. Okay, so let's review persuasive writing, that Oreo. First, we have to state our opinion when we're writing a paragraph. Then you're going to state your reasons. Your reason is your why. You're going to give examples, just like I did on the chart back here. On my legs, I was writing examples of how Toad showed hospitality. So you're going to have reasons, and then you're going to have examples. And remember, we're writing a paragraph. So here's my example paragraph. In my opinion, Toad's character is a perfect example of the theme hospitality. In chapter 3, Toad invited Rat and Mole to join the caravan. He said to them, "This is the very finest cart of its sort. Come inside and take a look." So stop and think. What do you notice in my paragraph that we talked about in the previous slides? What are you seeing in my paragraph that we just talked about? Correct. I am using the Oreo model of stating my opinion, giving you a reason, and then giving you examples. This is our reason why I think he shows hospitality. And then here are some examples. Now, again, this is just the beginning of my draft. This is not my complete paragraph. I am not finished because remember we said we have to have at least 3 examples. So I am not finished yet. If you have any questions, ask your teacher. Make sure you ask your teacher if you get stuck and you're not sure how to complete your writing piece. Good luck, boys and girls.